All right, guys, so I am going to show you this, and the reason why we're having a discussion in the group, and the reason why I'm posting small lots, because this is how we actually started last year in January, and of course a lot of us have grown since then, and like Antonio said, some people have become um, accustomed to seeing certain things, and if they don't see it psychologically, they're not excited about it because they've got accustomed to seeing people post 20 likes, 10 likes, 5 likes, or what have you. But there's a lot that comes with that. I know I've done it myself, but you have to understand that I have the capital to back up what I was doing with those lot sizes. So what I actually did was create a new account or use a different account. I'm actually on Oanda with this because I get paid faster, and Oanda forces me to use risk management to some degree. All right. They're not going to allow me to do too much over leveraging, if any at all. Okay. So, through saying that, which if you look in the group, you see it's a $10,000 account, but I'm just going to show 500 here to show you the potential, because sometimes we look at Forex as a get rich quick scheme, when in reality, you can get rich quick if you know what you're doing, but you just don't want to zone in and focus on that, because the people that do that are the ones that get their career ended very fast in Forex. All right. They have these great days, and then the next day they come back and do the same thing because they want more. They get greedy, right? And they up their lot size, and they lose everything they won the previous day or the previous week. So, hey, I did it with one lot. I made, $1,000, like $500. Okay, let me bump it up to 2 lots, and then you lose all your profits plus some, and you blow your account. Like, it's a repeated process that I'm noticing and seeing people do all the time, which all in all, when you're doing that, you're really gambling. When you're over leveraging, you are gambling. So if you're not a great gambler, don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. You have to have a trading plan to know what you're working with, and not get distracted by what everybody else is posting, especially if it's these ginormous numbers, because I can guarantee this, that a lot of those people that are posting one day, if you notice, you'll see one day they'll post $1,000, and then a few days go by, you don't see them post anymore, and then they'll post again next week. Like, those people are blowing their accounts. Most of them anyway, not everybody, but most of those people are blowing accounts. They're losing, and they're coming back, redepositing, and going back at the gamble again. And if you don't want to be up and down, like that, and follow the same path that the other retail traders are following that's losing, then you need to practice risk management, because again, it's not too difficult to do. And if you look at this from a long-term perspective, again, this is on a $500 balance. We were going for 2% daily. That was the model we were following. So 2% daily on 500 is $10. You can even go as low as 1%, which is $5 a day, and you just kind of double that as your balance continue to grow. You go 2%, which is very low risk. Okay. Now, you may or may not hit that every day. You may do 10% in one day. And if you do 10% in one day, that's going to obviously cover the entire week. But if you look at this in 120 days, it's 4 months. Okay. In 4 months time, I believe, let me make sure that's right. 120 days, 30, 60. Yeah, that's 4 months. Okay. So in 4 months, if you do this from a $500 account, just to show you the potential and how you should really view it, is you will have $5,100 if you just focus on a 2% daily rule. Now, that doesn't seem like a whole lot of money, because again, sometimes people are programmed to want to make 6 figures in 30 days. But turning $500 into $5,000 in 4 months is a very good return, right? I don't know what it is from a percentage standpoint, but that's a very good return on your investment. Now, if you take it down to 180 days here, you're looking at $16,000, right? And this is 180 trading days. Okay, there's 240 in a year, which 240 days in a year. If you just go a year, all right, and this may be slightly off. Someone said it was, but all in all, your numbers are going to look similar to this if you just compound and do 2% daily for an entire year, you're going to be looking at roughly between $40,000 to $50,000 return on your investment. Okay, that's if you compound, you don't take anything out, you'll be somewhere between the 40 and 50K range. Now, where else, again, how else can you do this from a $500 return, 2% daily compounding? Okay, and Forex is pretty cool. It's better than the banks. But the reality of the key to it all is risk management. Like, understand that you have to have a trading plan. Don't just jump into the market and say, I'm going to make $1,000 a day from a $500 account, because I'm going to be honest with you. I've done it before myself. I'm speaking from experience. Okay. Speaking from experience, that though it may work, right? If you don't honestly, strategically really know how to trade for real, all right, that's going to come back to bite you. Okay. It's going to come back to bite you in the butt, and then eventually you're going to end up losing, and you're going to end up blowing your account. Okay. So don't set yourself up for failure like that. Make sure you do things the right way, in the appropriate way. And if you do that, you ensure that you're going to be around long term as a trader. Now, it may take a while for you to start getting to the money, but if you are patient, like we always talk about, 99% of trading, this trading game is mindset. And if you are patient and you don't get caught up into what everybody else is doing, because again, a lot of people that are posting, and I'm not just saying in this group, I'm just saying even across the internet, they are not, okay, they're not withdrawing. They're not withdrawing profits. Ask those people to show you what they have withdrawn to their bank. Not many people can produce something tangible to show you that they actually withdrew money to their bank account. Forget all this, stuff. I mean, it's cute and everything. Like, some people posting demos and stuff, which if that's your prerogative, do it. But the reality is, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, at the end of the month, how much are you profiting? It don't matter if you have $1,000 day one day or 2 days, and then you lost the rest of the month. Like, that's impressive from a marketing standpoint. Hey, I made $1,000 a day, but you didn't show when you lost $3,000 or $10,000, right? But if you focus on the 2% daily rule consistently over time, yes, it's going to grow. Yes, it's going to compound. Okay, you're talking about the power of compounding here. But over time, it can multiply and turn into a lot of money. Now, if you invest a lot more, like right now, my balance, I think I started with like 90, so put 9,000. Okay, this is what I have in mind now. I have over 10,000 now. Actually, this should start what I have in the balance now. I think it's 10,400. All right, so this is actually what mine looks like. Okay. And 2% daily is about $200 something a day, which I'm doing about 168 right now. Okay, which is fine. I'm not really heartbroken by that, but staying consistent with it. In 60 days, I have 34,000. In 90 days, I have 59,000. In 120 days, I have 107,000. And the reason why I'm using Oanda for this, and we talked about this earlier this year, is because Oanda is where the big boys play, right? And this is where you will want to compound and grow your account. Like I said, a lot of people get impatient because of the leverage situation. They want more leverage, okay? And they go to a foreign broker, which is fine, if you want to do that. But if you're thinking long term, then this is the way to go. Now, you're not able to open up as many trades, but your money is safe. You can leave it in there 120 days or a year and not worry about the broker shutting down and not paying you. Or you can have 200,000 in your account and not worry about you not being able to get the money out because they're in the United States. But in 180 days, which is roughly 6 months from now, if I stay on this path, 2% daily, that 10,000 is going to be 339,000. If I take it down to 240 days, the reason why I started with my number, 240 days is 240 trading days is a year. So a year from now, which would be today is November 28th, you're looking at $1 million in a year. if I stick to the 2% daily rule and compound, don't take anything out, okay, etc. So that's 2% daily on the account balance. So it's not very difficult. Again, it takes, about a year time to get it done. But if you're patient, you see how low the balances are. Low, low, low. Nobody's excited but me or very few people. But you see, as you gradually stay consistent with this, that as your balance growing, you're earning 2% on that balance. It gets pretty exciting once you get to the 90-day mark. Okay, the 90-day mark, it gets really, really exciting. Okay, and then you go a year's time, you got $1 million. If you go 365 days, which is a year and a half or so trading, that is 11 million, which that sounds ridiculous, but it is what it is. So that's what I'm going for. This is what I wanted to show you guys, and hopefully you take heed and apply. Okay, practice risk management. If you do it, I promise you, you'll be here a year from now. If not, you won't. You'll be quitting like everybody else, or pretending like everybody else, or most people. Not everybody's doing that, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I see it all the time on the internet, and a lot of people are flossing, but they're not withdrawing. So I'm not really impressed by that. What I'm impressed by is how much money are you withdrawing every month. Like, that's what matters. Okay, so I'm jumping off. Take care. God bless.